Hello and welcome to one of the worst launches in recent memory. So the Anniversary Edition launched yesterday to thunderous boos. Everybody hates it. It is a unanimous hatred. And I couldn't have been more vindicated. My prediction was extremely accurate. So as you can see, Anniversary is now available, includes 6 classic expansions and 150 plus pieces of Creation Club content. At least 100 of those things are, like, skins. And it says, yeah, the Creations bundle now available. So one of the, and of course we've got the Creations menu. Mods is gone, Creation Club is gone. So let's open it up, shall we? But, one of the many things that I wasn't aware of, because my prediction was that the upgrade was going to be like $20 or $10 or something. $40 for the Anniversary Edition upgrade, which is insane. Now, I guess like if you were to compare it to Skyrim, it's a little different because the Skyrim Special Edition had already existed, which came with all the DLCs already. So I guess that's kind of their reasoning for it, but like at that point, we already have Game of the Year Edition that came with all of the DLCs. That's what I own. So why do I have to pay? And especially because the Creations DLC for Skyrim was $10 as well, if I'm not mistaken. So the price went up, like doubled. So they're charging basically full price for a 10-year-old game. Which is funny because the Oblivion remaster is $40 up front. $30 if you have Game Pass, which I fully intend on purchasing once my bill comes due for Game Pass. I'm just going to buy Oblivion and kiss Game Pass goodbye. But, yeah. So they already had Creations pre-prepped and ready to go. As you can see, we have all of the Creations. And this isn't just Creations, this is featured stuff. So there's regular mods that have been in the game for years, a decade now. All that stuff is still here. But right up front, we've got, is this one new? I don't know. I don't recall ever seeing this one. And as you can see, yeah, it's still 2 gigabytes. So the predictions of certain things being increased seems to be false. It is still 2 gigabytes as a limitation, which is very unfortunate. But we've got Tales of the Beast Hunter here, so this is a free mod. But you know what's really funny about this free mod? It's 200 megabytes. So Bethesda put out a 200 megabyte free mod. Oh, and as you can see, it's not even by Bethesda Studios. This is up top. I'm pointing at the screen like you can see it. But right under Tale of the Beast Hunter, Bethesda Game Studios. But right at the bottom here, the bottom paragraph, the Tale of the Beast Hunter by Hobgoblin Studios, and it's got their full legal names, is presented by Bethesda Game Studios. So BGS didn't even make this. This is strictly, this is a creation that they've put out for free. So whatever poor modder made this, I'm sure they got a commission to make this, but like they could have charged money for this instead. And I mean, looking at this, like obviously it's high quality stuff, but at the same time, looking at this, I'm seeing things that one, is anyone really going to wear this? Maybe there's a couple people, but we have NCR Ranger armor. We have hunting rifle, revolver rifles already in the game. For free. Sure, it's not this exact design, but pretty damn close. Like, why does this exist? But regardless, it's 200 megabytes, right? Which is a massive ask for something where the mod space hasn't increased. Oh, and then we go down here, we got verified create. Wow, that's already on sale! It's been a day and they already put this stuff on sale. Dude, that's hilarious. So yeah, Rainbow Power Armor paint job. So a lot of people misinterpreted this as gay colors. It's not. It's literally every color under the sun bundled up into one. Uh, but yeah, here's all of the garbage that they're selling. So it's literally all of the Creation Club stuff. And it even says Creation Club on it still, which is really funny. But here we go. Become a bounty hunter. $6 by Hobgoblin Studios again. Boy, really putting these people to work, huh? Take on the role of a bounty hunter, track down and eliminate notorious outlaws of the Commonwealth, and revive the bounty hunter faction back to its former glory. So you get the Gyrojet Revolver and the Duster Bounty Hunter, or the Bounty Hunter Duster. So basically, you are getting the ghouls' gear and equipment. That's literally what it is. Both of these things... Oh, a new fully voiced quest. One, mind you. It says one fully voiced quest. New hideout, new dungeon, a wanted system. If witnessed harming or killing innocent settler or roamers of the wasteland, a bounty will be placed on your head. For 3 in-game days, you'll be hunted by bounty hunters until you either wait out the hunting period or pay back your debt to society by completing bounty missions. Alternatively, if being an outlaw is more your thing, this is a great way to roleplay your criminal deeds. There is a bounty board added, so after completing the main quest, Ballad of Texas Red, you can continue your career in bounty hunting with a bounty board. Radiant quest system, wow, that offers new jobs to take on rewards, blah, blah, blah. Bounty mailbox. Once that main quest has been completed and Radiant bounties have been started, you'll be able to place a bounty mailbox at any settlement to be used to turn in bounties for a reward. Okay. Bounty terminal. I'm assuming that is the same exact thing. Oh, it can be used to forfeit any active bounties, check active bounties, check if new ones are available, and check your wanted status. Interesting. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. Harry Osborn. Ah, that's why it's called Hobgoblin. That's funny. Yeah, but I do find it quite interesting because all of this stuff that I'm looking at right here, right? So we've got what is effectively the MTS 255 shotgun that they've renamed the Gyrojet Revolving Pistol because of the stupid crap that's in the Fallout show. And as you can see, it's not even Gyrojet ammunition. Those are still regular shotgun shell casings. If it was Gyrojet ammunition, there would be no casings. Because they're rockets. They're mini rockets that are fired. But the show doesn't know what it's doing either, so it really doesn't make too much of a difference. I mean, the bullet is obviously a Gyrojet bullet, but the fact that it has casings still is really, really funny. I mean, it's high-quality looking stuff, don't get me wrong, but this already exists in the game already as 2 separate free mods. Now, to be fair, the outfit doesn't look nearly as much like this, because oddly enough, this is legally distinct from what the ghoul wears in the show, even though it's very obvious that it's doing the ghoul. So why not just do that? I mean, hell, you could literally just port the assets that are from Fallout 76, because they put him in the game. Hell, that's probably what they did. Nah, I'm not going to make any assumptions, but $6 for that, mind you. $6 for two things that are already in the game for free. Now, to be fair, yeah, you're getting more than just a gun and an outfit. You're getting the whole bounty system. But, yeah, really, is that worth it? Is it worth $6? I don't really think so. Because it's literally, you know what that is? It is paying for what is effectively another settlement needs your help, right? You're paying for Radiant quests. Why? Why would you pay for that? And yeah, looking through all of this, it's literally just it is all Creation Club stuff. So it's all just the default Creation Club stuff, and some of it is actually up for free right now, which is really, really funny. Dude, look at all the skins. There's your 150. Yeah, if I scroll down. There's your 150 creation items. It's all skins and garbage that you'll never use. Literally. Look at how many skins there. It's ridiculous. And they charged you $1.50 credits. Oh boy, right? But look at how much money they thought they would make by charging $1 a skin. Just for them to bundle it all up into $8, $5. That's like highway robbery. For something that I'm sure is in a free mod somewhere. And this is all the Bethesda Game Studios ones. Yeah, I'm looking to see... Yeah, because then they have Creation Club separate, which is hilarious. Is there... Can I find, like, a verify... Okay, latest from verified creators. Here we go. Alright. So looking at this. So we have the Bounty Hunter, we got Miss Weldy, Robot and Con Artist. $5. $5 for a robot companion. I was literally going to say, because it even shows the Mechanist stuff from the DLC. I was like, you can just... We already have robot companions. Why am I paying $5 for one? Because I'm pretty sure the Mechanist was, what, a $10 DLC? And you have infinite robot companion. You can make them. But Miss Melody, Automatron Companion compatible. Oh, Automatron compatible companion with over 2,000 lines. I'm reluctant to tell you that she resembles a Mr. Handy because she would have your head for such a comparison. Blah, 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 blah. Can be found at Walden Pond. 2,000 professionally voiced lines. No vanilla edits to Fallout 4. Got compatibility with all of the DLCs. Has quest commentary, idols, and commentary on not just Fallout 4 commentary markers, but New World and Far Harbor. Different commentary for different crafting. So it sounds like she just doesn't shut up. I'm paying $5 for a companion that won't stop talking. Now I'm being mean here, obviously, but like, is that real? And one photo, that's it. That's all you got to go off is one photo. And look already. Look at that bottom of the screen. I'm pointing once again. But look at the bookmarks. 1,200 fools have bookmarked this. 1,200 fools have bookmarked this already. And now I do find interesting. It just says purchase. It doesn't have a file size. So it would appear to me that I may have been correct in my initial assumption that paid mods will not factor into your overall gigabyte storage down here at the bottom. Which is kind of gross, I'm not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. But yeah, that's kind of a boring one. Souvenirs from the Mojave. Let's see, what are we dealing with here? Oh, look! The Plasma Defender for $4. Wow, you don't say. How how many Plasma Defender mods I've seen? Let's look up Plasma Defender. Let's type that in real quick. Searching. Wow. Would you look at that? Wow, man, it's almost like there's a couple. In fact, I have this one. I have this one installed because it's actually pretty nice looking. It's a little shiny, yeah, but it is dirt cheap in terms of a file. This one's actually a larger file, and it doesn't look nearly as good. And of course, you have Dax Plasma Defender, which is a really high quality weapon. 33 megabytes, that's not bad. If you want a really nice looking Plasma Defender, I would definitely suggest that one. Well, there's like at least 3 different Plasma Defenders that I'm seeing here that are pretty high quality, pretty nice looking weapons. I will say this, compared to a lot of the videos that I have been seeing where the creations menu is just busted, it is working pretty well. Now that could have been like a day one hotfix, but I am finding things a lot easier than before. Certainly finding them a lot better than before. But $4 for Plasma Defender? Is it literally just the Plasma Defender? It says and more. Oh, the Cleaver. Unique variant. Chopper. Dead Money's Cosmic Knife. And the Incendiary Grenade. And a legendary laser rifle. Straight from the most prolific crime families in New California. So, literally one gun and then a couple of melee weapons for $4. I would rather just get Dax Defender, frankly. Or the one that I currently have installed. Like, $4 for that, it's not worth it. Not worth it when there's already 3 other free alternatives out there right now. Shelter Chic Vault-themed pack. Okay, so it's literally just porting over the Fallout 76 garbage. Like, I'm not even joking. That's what this is. And how much do they want? $5 for this. Yeah. Off to a rip-roaring good start. Oh, we'll get to this one, don't worry. Companion Casey, a doctor follower. Oh boy, this one's only $3. Cheaper than the robot. Cheaper than the robot, which is funny. Dr. Casey, a new companion, is able to heal you on the go twice a day. Fully voiced with reused lines. What? Fully voiced mod, you reusing existing unmodified lines in clever ways. So it's not even professionally voiced. I guess that's why it's $3. Yeah, I'm not crazy about that. It's a J-Serpa mod, and J-Serpa makes really good stuff, but, like, the fact that it's not even professionally voiced is really depressing. And $3 is insane. So, and then we got the Watts 1000 laser pistol. Seen in Fallout 1 and 2, professionally made assets and animations specifically for Fallout 4. Now, I will say, beautiful looking gun. Looks really, really good. $4, though, for one gun. 2 unique variants scattered across the wasteland. I mean, that's cool and all. But, once again, let's do a little search, shall we? Oh. Hey, would you look at that? There's a free one. There's a free one out there. Now, yeah, it doesn't look as good. Not gonna lie. It definitely doesn't look as good. But it's actually got attachments, which is pretty nice. That's pretty decent. There's a free one out there that exists, and I could swear there was another one. Oh, I could be mistaken about that. I thought there was one in the Wasteland, Sidearms of the Wasteland. I might be wrong about that one, actually. It was a Watts 3000. Maybe that's what I'm thinking of. Sidearms of the Wasteland. Yeah, let's see. Is it in here? Oh, look at that. Hey, wait, no. It is. It is. Okay, I was correct. I thought so. Yeah, so I'm not crazy. It is in here. So yeah, another fantastic free alternative sitting right here. Laser pistol, magneto laser pistol. Yeah, that's... Can't make this up. So, frankly, and Sidearms of the Wasteland is a fantastic mod. I highly recommend this. Magnificent free alternative. If this were $4, I might consider buying this. Because you get the 10mm pistol, right? Now, and mind you, this picture doesn't do it justice. You get like 8 guns. Or sorry, it says 6 sidearms, 45 9mm, and the 10mm, which is that weird looking one on the left there. But you can kind of like customize all of them into just completely different guns. Same thing with the plasma pistol and the laser pistol there. You can just turn them into completely different things. And it's free! So what would you rather have? Would you rather have 6 guns that can basically turn into 12 different guns in one for free? Or would you rather have this for $4 and it's just the one pistol? and I guarantee you can't customize it as much as the free one. I think I know which one I would go for. We got Adam Cat's City Pad. It's just a house. It's a $2 house. Which, to be fair, $2 for a house? Yeah, I mean, that's not that bad. It could be worse. It could be so much worse. It could be like one of those $5 Skyrim homes. And at least, like, I'm pretty sure, anyway. I think, yeah, interior workshops. So you can customize this house if you so choose, right? Whereas with Skyrim, you really can't. Power armor backpacks. $1. $1 for this. Really? Yeah, that's a joke. Oh no! I was hoping Dak wouldn't fall prey to this, but that is quite unfortunate. That is quite unfortunate. Yeah, so I guess Dak will be putting out paid mods. Son of a bitch. Yeah, that sucks. Well, it was fun while it lasted, guys, but I think Fallout 4 is officially dead. $3 is not bad for a pack of weapons, though. At least they're pricing their stuff pretty fair. But it is a pack of melee weapons that'll only get you so far. Dude, they actually launched with quite a few mods, which is really sad. I see this on the right. That pisses me off immediately, but let's abandon bunkers. Let's see. What exactly is this adding? These bunkers are perfect for those who love to scrap and build, roleplay, and those longing for more survival conspiracy. Okay. So it adds a couple of locations. You know what else adds a couple of locations? Let's see. Is it in the most popular still? It's probably gonna take me forever to find it. Oh, and I see the images have already broken. That's fantastic. But yeah, I was gonna say there's Plentio Exploration, and I think the other one was like Forgotten Locations or something. But there's already a couple other mods for free that add locations like that you don't have to pay $5 for. Get out of here. Al's Junk Lights. It's just some more lights for $2 whole. Just lights for $2. No, that's absurd. Vault-Tec Snow Globes for $1. Oh, you guys want snow globes? Just stupid, stupid stuff. Ghoulification. How much do you want to bet they ripped this straight from Fallout 76? For $5. Become a ghoul! Play through a short quest featuring a brand new dungeon to gain the option to leave your smooth skin life behind. As a ghoul, you have access to new mechanics such as glow, feral, disguises, faction reactivity, friendly ferals, and more. It's got UI, and full character customization, and it is highly configurable. Glow, huh? Okay, so they actually put some thought into it, which isn't bad, but I mean, really, I'm pretty sure you could just download any other free mod to make yourself a ghoul. Now, it won't have all of these actual gameplay elements that have been like thought out and plotted. It's not going to have all that stuff. And it probably doesn't have a quest attached either. But you could easily just make yourself a ghoul for free. And then just, I don't know, make yourself immune to radiation through console commands. Like, you can easily do this setup for free. Now, to be fair, there's a couple extra things here that are like, okay, you know, there's a game design here that they've thought of, but $5, All right, Bedlam. So this is a mod that I remember from Starfield, where it basically randomizes dungeons, so they just kind of have like different enemies in them, and oh, wait. No, extra enemies, yeah. Yeah, so really it just kind of overclocks your game and makes it so that there's just random enemies everywhere. For $5, I think that's stupid. I think that's ridiculous. Livelier perks. Oh, a complete perk overhaul for the game for $6. $6. You kidding me? $6 for a handful of changes, a handful of tweaks. It says over 40 perks have been overhauled. Okay, I was gonna say because I was looking through this and it's like, why am I only seeing like a couple? $6 for an overhaul to perks. That's stupid. Eyes to fall for. $2 for some texture changes to your eyes. No. Little mini robot. What is this even? It's like a tiny eyebot. What does this do? Scans and highlights objects around you. Okay, so it's got like a it's an object glow mod pretty much, which you can just get for free, but this is an immersive object highlight mod pretty much for $2. Trailertopia. An exploration expansion player home. Okay. Features 5 new exterior locations. Yeah, so it's another one of those Plentio exploration mods that adds a couple of things, right? Obviously, you've got looks like a unique weapon there that looks exactly like every other 44 in the game. So this is Bethesda approved for sure. Yeah, for $4, no thanks. Ugh. Yeah, so $1 for a sword. Okay. Oh, and a short dungeon. No, sorry. Oh, plasma gun paints. Skins for your plasma gun, guys, for $1. Yeah, get ready to see a lot of that, because that's all it's gonna be. And then a bounty of booty. What on earth is this? Set sails for a battle at sea and become top sea dog to claim a royal bounty. What? What? What does this do? What is this? That description is not explanatory enough. Because this actually looks crazy. And it's $1. I don't know what it does, but I mean, that one image alone actually looks fun. That might be the only thing worth buying here. And yeah, that's everything. So that's all the paid mods. And it kind of gives you a good idea and highlight of exactly what the hell you are going to be dealing with. And of course, we do have the latest mods, which does seem to still be working, thankfully. Because for a while, it definitely wasn't working. But hey, look at that. Look, there's a bunch of bugs already attached to those new mods that they added. Those that's amazing. Yeah, because look, there's all these DLC patches and things that they obviously didn't account for. Yeah. Oh, look, a free mod to add skins to your palette. Wow, look at that. All right, I'm being mean again, but it really is just like so disappointing. And to be fair, DAC is still putting out free mods, right? As we can see, we've got the CZ Scorpion, which is looking pretty nice. And it's a 32 ACP pistol, which you don't see very often. And it's free. How big is it? 23 megabytes? Oof. I mean, that's not bad, but I think it's mostly the fact that it's, what's the word? We still don't have a whole lot of space to work with. Otherwise, it'd be like, hell yeah, give me the Scorpion, but I don't know. I don't know that I can right now. And of course, a lot of these mods are currently completely broken. So I really don't know how effective a lot of this stuff is going to be. But, yeah. My general take on this is it's not really changed. It hasn't changed in the slightest. It really is just, it's depressing. It's depressing. That's really all there is to say about it. Like, we're witnessing in real time the death of the modding scene for this game. Oh, and I guess I should also, so we'll pull up my load order, right? And as you can see, these are all the mods. I had I disabled them before the update so that nothing would break or explode. And you can archive it, which is nice. So I'm going to save this load order. I'm going to save that load order. Okay, current load order has been saved. Cool. So I'm going to hit options. Turn music off. Couldn't even hear it anyway. Update. Nice. Alright, so the game hard crashed. It hard crashed the second I moved. It hard crashed the second I moved there. So that's a good sign. And that's another thing that I've been seeing a lot of people say is that the game is just crashing for them. Like within this creations menu. It's the first time it's happened for me, and so far my creations menu has been functioning a lot better than most people's that I've seen. But little concerning so far. So if I pull up that options menu again, and I scroll down, all right, we hit enable all. Yes. Oh God, did it crash? Uh-oh. Oh. Okay, so community fixes. Creation can't be enabled, so it depends on... Okay, yep. So let's take a look and see how many things are broken. Okay, munitions, that's not good. Oh God. AWKCR is broken, that's not good. Better Coastal, what, really? Cheat room works still. Okay, ECO's broken. Armor Smith is broken. Unrestricted Settlements is broken. USO Season Pass is broken. That sucks. Dynamic Furniture, Touch of Life, that's brutal. Immersive Fallout, that's brutal. Simple Kill Moves, I mean, that I never really got that one to work anyway. LEO's busted, that's not good. I could live without that one. Combat comments, oh, that sucks. Now my guy won't say nice every time he kills someone, damn. Ooh, all the audio stuff seems to not be working. That's not good. NAC, oh, you son of a bitch. Are you serious? Damn. That's a rough one, because NAC just instantly makes my game look better. Lore-based loading screens. Oh no, all the right-handed replacers don't seem to be working. That kind of sucks. The NAC skin tone fix, but that makes sense because NAC is not installed. DLC level list fix, that's rough. Oh, you're kidding me. 2 of my large gun packs don't work. The New Vegas LMG doesn't work. The Wasteland G3 doesn't work. Infantry battle rifle. Okay, so a lot of mods. Oh, dude. It's like my entire loadout is gone. Wow, okay. Oh, hey, look at that. The Plasma Defender, the free one. Looks like you can't play with it, so you're gonna have to buy the new one. That's so lame. That is so lame. Dude, it's everything. It's every gun mod. There's only like a handful that are actually working. Wow, dude. Wow. Hey, at least all the vault suits work. Ah, except for the... Damn. Alright, well. See-through scopes? What? And attachment pack? Oh, dude, they've crippled it. Oh, no. Yeah, so it's just not even it's not even worth playing right now. Because if it's literally all of the mods, even hardcore health. Oh, dude, it's over. It's over. Hey, at least bullet counted reload that doesn't work. That's just something I need to uninstall anyway. But hey, at least that's still here. Oh, no, that sucks. That really sucks. That's really disappointing to see. Not gonna lie. That's really disappointing to see. Well, all we can do now is wait approximately 6 months for all of the modders to fix their mods, and if they don't fix their mods, well then I guess you're just gonna have to uninstall them because you literally cannot play them. Or we wait another 18 months for Bethesda to release the next patch to fix this, because that's what that's what happened last time, right? And oh, I need to look. Where is it? Okay, fast start new game is still active. So let's see if we can even load into the game. I want to see how bad performance is. Skip. Okay, cheat terminal's still there, so we can do my usual cheat run. War never change. War no change. Okay, accept. Do you have mods which need to wait for completion? I don't know, maybe. I have no clue anymore. I don't know. A place anywhere still works. Bullet time's still there. Okay, so there's a couple of things that are still active. All right, we'll just sit and wait and see what happens. My movement's slow. Oh, that's because it always is in the tutorial section. All right, registration 20. Oh, I've never seen it go past 20 before. Uh-oh. Oh, there we go. Let's see if this is an unusually long load time. Okay, it's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. Some people were complaining about load times being pretty rough. So you never know. Thanks for installing AFT. Okay, so my greenery mods are still there. My first-person animations are still there because I can see my hands. That patch of, what do you call that? Ivy is still sitting up there. That's really annoying. Alright, let's pop this. Let's see if it can handle some cheat terminal stuff, shall we? Oh, I still got the N99. Hey, look at that. Oh, that sounds amazing. Alright, so Sidearms of the Wasteland is still active. Alright, quick VATS test. Hitting the button. Alright, they did seem to have fixed VATS because I can no longer just instantly detect the rad roaches that are sitting here. Okay. So far, so good. The game isn't absolutely exploding. Although that could be due to the fact that a lot of the... That looked rough. Whatever was over there, I can't see it anymore. But, let's hit... oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. What button is it? Okay, it's literally just move. Where is Cheat Terminal Portable? There we go. We should be good to carry on now. So the game didn't explode from that yet, which is a good sign. Still just got a pipe pistol. Real quick, what does the pipe pistol look like? Okay, so my texture is still carried over. That's good news. Dog, get out of the way. Yeah, I'm really feeling the 30 frames a second. I'm really feeling it, man. It's rough. Okay, so the 223 pistol made it. Pistol's the Wastelands. We got the Scamp. The Scamp is still here, which is quite nice. Hey, lookup failed. At least that still works. If you can count on anything, it's that lookup failed. Yeah, so it is that pistol that you can pay a boatload of money for. I say a boatload. You can get the grip. You can get the Watts 1000 laser pistol grip. And it looks pretty much identical. Very nice, very high quality. And add different muzzles to it. You can adjust the components to your liking. Civilian variant gives it that nice silver look. And it's still just as fully functional as all of the other ones. So yeah, that kind of sucks. A lot of my stuff is gone, which I'm really not happy about, because literally those first two packs had so many guns in them, and those being gone now, like, you can really feel it. And literally just walking through the town, like, the air is different. Like, it does not feel as good. And the frame rate is also chugging, which is really funny, because it didn't used to before, or if it did, I didn't notice it nearly as much as I am currently. I guess we can try to leave the city. Well, actually we can't, because the game will explode. Let's go to Swan's Pond. Let's go to Swan's Pond, because that's where a lot of the really bad stuff goes down, so we can just take a look at that real quick. Okay, yeah, so that load time was actually quite long, I'm not gonna lie. Alright, so the frame rate's definitely choking a little in here. What the hell was that noise? Oh, was that the alien spaceship or something? That's right, because when you hit level 25, it flies overhead. Yeah, frame rate is dying here. Frame rate is dying here hard. Wow, look at that non-existent damage. Okay. Oh, that's right. All of the mods that I had that dealt with enemy health are gone, so they're all just like packing serious shit. Yeah. That's kind of going about as well as I thought I would have been. Yep, so, that kind of sucks. It's a little unfortunate. Well, I think it's safe to say that this game is, dead. Because really, like, what else? What else is there to look forward to at this now? Like, unironically. It is a blatant cash grab. It's everything I said it was gonna be. Which I'm wholeheartedly disappointed by. Also, the frames are chugging, but at least it's not stuttering. I will say that. The stutter does appear to be gone. However, a lot of the mods that I did have installed that might have caused the stutter can't really work anymore, so there's no real definitive way of testing it, because all the mods that could have caused stutter no longer function, or are no longer here. So, yeah, not really much to say on that. Yeah, because the stutter really kicks in when you, like, go into different areas, so let's try that. Let's try going from one place to the next. I will say my movement feels really stiff, and I don't know if the movement mod that I had before really helped with that, but, like, this feels kind of awful to, like, get around. I don't know why. I kind of want to avoid the bugs and stuff. Not noticing a whole lot of stutter, though, which is good. That I will say that is at least gone so far, as far as I've noticed. Oh, good lord. Yeah, because there would have been, like, tons of stutter, especially in the city. It would have been stuttering, like, every 10 seconds, so... That does seem to have been fixed. At the very least, the game no longer stutters. So, there's that. But all of your mods are broken. Any of your playthroughs that relied on a lot of those mods, you can kiss those goodbye. And get ready for all of your beloved mod authors to start selling their products to you, because that's exactly what's going to happen. And honestly, it's really unfortunate. And I know it's, like, what's the word? It is a bit unfair of me to chastise the mod authors for even working with Bethesda, right, trying to make a quick buck. I get it. Everyone wants to make money, right? I would like to make money. You know, if I were offered the opportunity to make money doing that stuff, I'd be like, yeah, sure, okay. But it just doesn't feel right to me. It doesn't feel right to me because I mentioned it in the previous video on this, when I was going over my load order before everything got fucked up. But I mentioned that, I made a point that mods are passion projects. They are made with love and care because people want to make them. Whereas creations are products. They are sold to you with no real interest other than making money, right? And you can make an argument like, oh yeah, maybe someone made this mod that, you know, they really wanted to make and they thought, I might as well get paid while I'm doing it. Yeah, maybe. But in reality, we know that's not the case, right? You can say that as much as you want, that it's like, oh, you know, they still really wanted to make this thing. Ooh, yeah, dude, downtown Boston still performs like absolute shit, but like, what do you expect? I think it's always going to perform like absolute shit. There's no real way around it. Oh, hello. Goodness, it scared me. Whoa! What just happened? What the hell?
Time out. Someone's... extortion crap.
Hancock is speechless. He doesn't even know what to say. Okay, so I've never done that before. So apparently if you even so much as approach the area where Good Neighbor is, it just drops you into Good Neighbor, into a full-on loading screen. I never knew that. That's actually crazy. I think I'm just gonna call it. I'm gonna call it, heads or tails. I'm calling it tails. This update is already a massive embarrassment. The hefty amounts of cope from anyone that's still shilling Bethesda, as well as people that are still shilling Microsoft, is quite sad. People have been going through a lot of efforts to really still try and defend. I mean, mostly it's Microsoft. Real people... real people aren't. Real people genuinely aren't. It's actually hilarious to see the Fallout 4 Reddit is ablaze right now. Even the Xbox One mods Reddit is ablaze, despite the moderators really, you know, I mean, what choice do they have, right? It's like the same thing with any YouTuber whose brand is that thing. What can you say without harming your own revenue at that point? And I kind of feel like that's the situation a lot of modders are in as well, where you can make a hard stance on like, hey, I don't approve of creations, this and that, and then you're just kind of ousted from the community. Or at least it kind of feels that way. Especially when you see a lot of the big names doing this stuff now. It really does kind of fill you with just absolute defeat. Because it's like, man, even this person isn't able to resist the temptation. And who knows, for a lot of those people it could just be one-offs, but you never know. You never know. Yeah, overall, this is a stinker of an update. This is actually laughably hilarious, and I think Bethesda's credibility has gone down the toilet. I think, as I have been saying for years now, Elder Scrolls 6 will be a terrible game, and the hype for it, it'll still be big, but at this point I don't think it's deserved. We have witnessed disappointment after disappointment, and of course I'm still hearing rumors that, oh, Fallout 3 Remaster is coming, guys. Who cares? Who cares at this point? Genuinely. Like, yeah, people were going crazy when Oblivion came out, again. I was. Because I was like, wow, that looks amazing, it's gonna be great, it's gonna be so good, because it's just Oblivion again. And then I played it and I was like, wow, my old playstyle is completely irrelevant. Because I was a big Claymore guy. I loved Claymores. I cannot use Claymores in the new game. Because they suck. They changed them. So now they're worse. They're unusable. And it's like, wow, that's really disappointing to see. And I guarantee you that same sort of thing will happen with Fallout 3, and people will be disappointed by a lot of the changes, however subtle they may be. And this... And keep in mind, when they say, like, oh, we're working on a Fallout 3 remaster and stuff, it would probably just be Virtuous again. Or whatever third-party studio they task with doing it. Because Bethesda had no hand in Oblivion Remaster. They didn't. Virtuous made that, just like Virtuous made MGS3 Delta or whatever. Right? It's a remaster. It's purely a remaster. It's a port, effectively. Whereas this was literally just, what's the word? The dev team did nothing. They patched it. They released a patch and put a $60 price tag on it. That's it. This update, this anniversary edition, was designed for suckers who watched the show that didn't know there were games. That's what it's made for. It's made to pull in people that were pulled in from the show. It's made to milk them dry and try to reach a new player base, but hilariously, all they did was introduce them to how bad Bethesda has been lately. Because 76 has not left people's minds. Starfield has not left people's minds. Just think about that. I mean, those games, there's not much to say about them, but that's the thing that sticks in people's minds. There's not much to say about them. There's not much to say about Fallout 4. like this is not an impressive game. Have I spent a lot of time playing it? Did I waste a lot of time building settlements and doing all the quests and the DLC? Yeah, of course. Of course. But is it a good game? No. I could safely say that. Or at the very least, it's not a good Fallout game. Right? And even then, it's like a barely passable RPG. With mods, it's so much better. But that's kind of the problem. With mods. Right? If the game by default isn't, like, acceptable, that's an issue. And the issue right now is that the mods don't work. They released their paid mods, which I'm sure all of those will function, right? I'm sure there won't be any issues with those, even though there's already day one patches for them. Yeah, it's just we're already seeing the signs. But if this is the showing they have on day one, I can only imagine what's going to come later on down the line, when the approved modders aren't the ones releasing creations. Because it's going to end up looking like Starfield. And keep in mind, the big thing that happened with Starfield is that people were allowed to re-release their mods as achievement-friendly versions. So it would just be the free mod again, but with a price tag. The only caveat is that you are not allowed to remove the free mod. But still, the problem is clear and obvious. The paid ones are going to be pushed more than the free ones. So, I hope everyone enjoyed the last decade of Fallout 4 modding, because it's over. It's over. It's never going to be the same. The damage is already done, and I think this update, especially with the terrible publicity and press that it's been getting, I hope that it turns you away. I hope that you go play something else. Anything else, really. I hope you go play any other Fallout, other than this in 76. Because they've just gotten worse. Go play Fallout 3, right, with its limited modding community. Go play Fallout New Vegas with its massive modding community. Go play those. Those mods are still free. Granted, yeah, it's on the PC, but at this point, you might as well just get one. There's no reason. There's no reason to be playing console anymore at this point. That's the conclusion I've come to. At this point, I'm just bound by my poor nature. But, yeah, I don't know what else to say. I looked over what they had to offer, and it was all embarrassing high-priced versions of free mods that already exist. And then on top of that, half of the Creation Club stuff is already on sale or free, which is also embarrassing. So yeah, there's really just nothing else to say. They killed it. Bethesda had successfully killed it. Their greed knows no bounds. And I hope, for everyone's sake, that Elder Scrolls 6 never comes out. I hope it doesn't. Because I know everyone's going to fall in that trap, and I know I will too. And that's what scares me, is knowing, like, damn, you know, Elder Scrolls 6 is going to come out, and it's going to have creations attached to it at launch like Starfield did, and it's just going to be awful. It's just going to be terrible. So yeah, I'm worried about that. I'm worried about the future of Bethesda, but at this point, I think it's they're just gonna get what they deserve. I don't know. We'll see. A commenter on the previous video brought up an interesting thing on why they've been pushing paid mods so much, and I want to talk about that here at the end, because I said that it was because they needed to up their profits, right? They're searching for a buyer at the time, because it was 2018 when they were really starting to 2017, 2018 when they were really starting to push Creation Club and then Fallout 76. They wanted a long-term stream of revenue, passive revenue that they could rely on, which is why they introduced microtransactions into their single-player games and made Fallout 76 a multiplayer live service. It was so that Microsoft would see that as an attractive offer and purchase Bethesda, which would allow them access to more resources to make their games, which is funny because the games are just getting worse. Right? If Bethesda has so many more Microsoft resources, why is this a shit show? Why is the anniversary update not functioning properly? Why is it so much money? Right? I mean, we know why it's so much money. Any Microsoft product at this point is going to be overpriced, just on the basis of they need money. They're hemorrhaging money. But that's why all of those things are happening the way they're happening. Is because Microsoft wants it to be that way. But I found it interesting because it contrasts with Obsidian, who was also recently purchased by Microsoft, right? Because Microsoft bought Obsidian, and then Obsidian immediately got to work on making 3 games. They made Avowed, Grounded 2, and Outer Worlds 2. Avowed was a single-player game, Outer Worlds 2 was a single-player game, and Grounded is a multiplayer kind of co-op game, really, more than anything. It's a survival co-op. So, not really a whole lot of grounds for microtransactions in Grounded. There really isn't. The only skins that I'm aware of are from the pre-order, and that's it. I have not seen any actual purchasable anything for Grounded 2, and it's still a game preview. So why is it that Obsidian is able to make, or allowed, I should say, allowed to make 3 fairly mid, right, low player base games, we'll put it that way, right, not to be too mean, but like, those games are not successful. Grounded 2 maybe, but that might just be my bias, because I do enjoy Grounded 2, but I don't know how high the player base is. But I know that Avowed, which I did enjoy playing, but Avowed had very, very low player counts, and Outer Worlds 2, which I haven't even played and might not even bother, has, like, sub-Avowed player counts, which is terrible, especially with how much marketing Xbox did with Outer Worlds 2. Like, they were really thinking this was going to be a big hit, and it hit nothing. It hit no target. So, how is it that Obsidian is able to get away with making 3 mid-games with no microtransactions, but Bethesda could release anything right now? Genuinely, Bethesda could release anything right now. They could drop Elder Scrolls 6 and it could be hot trash, but people will buy it. Because it's Elder Scrolls 6. Bethesda could put out a new Fallout game, and people would buy it. Hell, Bethesda could put out a new Starfield game, and people might buy it. Because everyone is constantly thinking, you know what, this could be it, I'll give them a chance, you know? Everyone is thinking, it's sunk cost at this point, because they spent so much time with Bethesda, right? That until that studio shuts down, people won't be willing to give up. There's always going to be something in the back of their minds, like, maybe they could pull it off this time, right? That's why Call of Duty has existed for as long as it has, because people grew a fondness towards Infinity Ward and Treyarch, respectively, right? People are like, maybe Treyarch can pull it off this time, you know? Maybe Black Ops 6 will be really good, guys, come on. And then Black Ops 6 has the biggest player count, period, for a Call of Duty, only for that to immediately plummet within 2 months. By January, it had the lowest player counts of any Call of Duty. So, like, it really is just like a collective societal thing, I think, where people just kind of are willing to forgive and forget very quickly for immediate endorphins. Or, is that the word? Dopamine, that's the one I'm thinking of. For like an immediate rush, an immediate release. I need the new thing, right? Because the new thing could be good. It could be better than old thing. Even if it isn't, at least it's new. That's what I think is going on with a lot of this, right? And Bethesda might also just be taking a lot of precautions, because they could be playing it smarter than Obsidian is right now, because Obsidian is 0 for 3. Obsidian is 0 for 3 in their releases this year, which could mean that Obsidian might not exist next year. Whereas Bethesda has put out no new games since Starfield, and Starfield was a big loss, right? Starfield was a massive loss. And then you have Oblivion Remastered, which they didn't even work on, but that was a big win for them, because a lot of people went to play that, right? Whether for the first time or to play it again. And now you have Fallout 4 Anniversary, which is a big loss. But, is it though? Is it a big loss for them? Publicity-wise, yes. This is a devastating defeat. But, what did they actually lose? They probably spent maybe a week in terms of dev time? I'm being mean there, but like, they put out a patch 18 months after they were supposed to and charged you $60 for it. They did the bare minimum effort for this edition, right? All it really was a lot of licensing stuff, like, hey, we're gonna make this part of a bundle that you can buy for $20, blah blah blah. Oh, okay. And that's it, that was the update. They did very little work for what would arguably be quite a lot of gain for any of the whales and hardcore fans that decided, you know what, I actually do want $20 worth of skins for my Pip-Boy that I'll never use. I'm gonna buy that, yeah. Or especially because there's a lot of unfounded rumors that if you buy the Anniversary Edition, you will get the 5 gigabytes of space. I don't know how true that is. I don't, because I'm not gonna fucking do it. I'm not buying it. It's not worth it. But I genuinely have no idea. I have no idea if that's true or not. But I don't think Bethesda's really taking that much of a loss here. If anything, it's free money. It is literally free money. So this might be a cultural loss. Yeah, absolutely. They are vilified right now by the community. Everybody hates them. However, it's probably printing money. It's printing money for the people that only watched the show, or for new players, right? They see, oh, 10-year anniversary, oh boy, maybe now's the time to jump into Fallout 4, you know? It's for people that are returning, new, or coming from the show. People that have been playing Fallout 4, this update is not for you. This update is actually explicitly designed to fuck you. That's what it's done. That is what it has done. It is the Starfield effect, right? Starfield launched, well, I guess the creations came 6 months after launch, but still, Starfield's creations launched with the game, right? Fallout 4 has a very, very strong foundation for its mod base. There are so many good quality mods out there for free right now because it has had 10 years to make that stuff possible. Skyrim, as well, had creations came in like 20... I think creations came in like 2020 when they like got rid of Creation Club entirely and just made it paid mods. I think that was either 2020 or 2021. But either way, I think it was 2021 because it's Anniversary Edition, that's right, yeah. So they did that. But Skyrim as well also had a large mod base of fantastic free mods available before creations hit. And then you got Starfield, which had nothing. Starfield had nothing to work with, and it still has nothing to work with now. Because if you want to play Starfield and have good mods, you better pay up, buddy. Which is a shame. Because Starfield could actually be genuinely fun with a lot of those creations. The problem is, I'm not trying to pay the full game's price just to have fun with the game. I'm not doing that. It's stupid. So that, I think, and that's the Starfield effect, right? Is that you don't know how bad it is because it's always been that way, right? Whereas with Skyrim, you know how bad it is because it was not like this before. And with Fallout 4, you know how bad it is because it was not like this before. Whereas right now, for new players, right, people coming from the show, they don't know how bad it is. They don't know how bad it is. They might look at the paid versions of these mods as superior items. Oh, that must be paid for a reason, right? They're ignorant. They don't know. They're unaware. But I think that's the main goal of this, is obviously it's just to make money. Bethesda has fully succumbed to the Microsoft greed. Because Microsoft probably told them, yeah, keep doing this. Keep doing this, because that's easy money for us. Because people really are suckers, and they will buy anything. And that's what we're seeing. Is that people, as I said, right, you go into that creations menu and you look at it, there's already bookmarks for a lot of those creations, unfortunately. Unfortunately. In fact, let me go and look at that real quick. Yeah, so become a bounty hunter. 9,000 suckers. That was 1,200 suckers, 2,500 suckers, 1,000 suckers. Really? 1,000 for this? That's embarrassing. 2,500 suckers for this one. 2,500 suckers for this one, too. 1,000 suckers. 2,000 suckers. Really? For backpack? Come on, people. You can't be this stupid. Oh, I thought it crashed for a minute. Yeah, 1,500 suckers again. Dude, my game is exploding right now. You can't tell, but, like, you can feel it chugging. I think my game might crash. Yeah. Yeah, it crashed. But you get the idea, right? If 9,000 is not a small number. 9,000 is unironically, like, a good chunk of Fallout 4's player base. Right, because I think Fallout 4, if we're going back to Starfield launch time, Fallout 4 had about 14,000 people playing it at Starfield's launch, so 2023, September 6, 2023, had about 14,000 people playing. We can assume, and that's Steam numbers, mind you, we can assume that those numbers are accurate still, right? Because Skyrim's was at 16,000 or whatever, so like relatively healthy for like decade-old games, mind you. But if we're looking at where the hell is it? Here we go. If we're looking at stuff right now, how much was this at? 1,500, 2,800, 700. Yeah, okay. But the fact that people even bookmarked this is embarrassing. Really? 3,000 for the ghoul one. 1,600 for the bedlam. 1,800, 900, 1,200, 900, 500 for that. That's hilarious. Ooh, 100 for the paints. 900 for this thing. Yeah, so it really is just like people are not buying. People are not, well, I say people are not, right? 9,000 for this. Like we can assume that this one is the closest to the most, right? Because 9,000, that's almost 10,000. That kind of means that that's where a lot of the player base is gravitating towards, is become a bounty hunter. And it's because this creation offers the most out of all of them, right? Whereas the rest are, you know, like, oh, companions that I don't care about because they will never be as good or as fleshed out as the base game companions, no matter how much money you put into them. Okay. Fair, right? Or guns that we already have for free, right? At least become a bounty hunter, which, once again, right, gun we already have for free, plus outfit we already have for free. All right. But a whole new, another settlement needs your help system of quests, right? Hey, that seems apparently that's enticing to 9,000 people. Apparently that's enticing to 80% of the player base. I don't know why, but then again, you could ask that same question, why are you even playing Fallout 4? Why are you even playing Fallout 4? When you could just go play New Vegas and play what's his name's series of mods where you are a bounty hunter, and it's like a series of mods, like a continuing story for free. For free. Oh, but New Vegas is old. Okay, so is this game. It's 10 years old now. It doesn't matter. New Vegas looks terrible. You can just install mods. And I have a PC. Well, don't be poor. Like I don't know what else to tell you at this point, right? Gaming is just becoming more and more expensive. Clearly, as you can see by the prices written on the wall here, you know, like it's just going to get more and more expensive. So what would you rather do? Would you rather buy a PC for like 2,000 right now, right? A hefty investment, yes, it is. but you can buy or build a PC for a couple thousand, and then you just have it for life. You have it for life. You might have to upgrade a part here or two every 5 years, but you know, you have it for life. You don't have to buy a new one every turn of the generation, every 10 years. You don't have to buy a new one. You might just have to buy a new part. And then beyond that, you have Steam. You can buy every game for like $10 because there's always a Steam sale going on. And then you could just buy New Vegas. Buy New Vegas for like $10. Figure out how to get it to work because it is notoriously rough with that. But there's plenty of tutorials on how to do that. And then beyond that, you just, get all these mods, get all this stuff for free. Right? Yeah, oh yeah, you can go get some really good Fallout 4 mods on the PC. You get some really good ones because on the console, obviously, you're not going to have the best stuff, right? You're not going to have Fallout London. You're not going to have a lot of the high quality mods, right? Imagine paying for Fallout London. I could, right? That's a mod I'd be willing to pay for because that's a whole ass game with its own DLC. All this stuff, all of this is pittance. This is pittance. The fact that this thing is $5 infuriates me. That makes me physically angry. But like, yeah, this is not what modding should be. This is not it. Because now they're just products. Now they're just products, and beyond that, now I'm dreading, right? Any release by DAC, I now dread. Because I know that it could have the possibility of being a paid mod. It could be this classic melee weapon pack. Oh, okay, $3. Oh, right. Now imagine that, but it's the CZ Scorpion and it's $3. Ooh. Then it would suck. Because he makes high quality stuff. Like a good chunk of my load order are his mods. And to sit there and think like, man, I won't be able to download those anymore because I'm not going to pay money to play with them. Because it's as I was saying before, sometimes these items exist purely just to flesh out what the enemies are using. Purely just to flesh out the world, right? When I see the classic melee weapon pack, I see something that would flesh out the world, right? So that people aren't just running around using the same plank of wood, the same wrench, the same fish hook that they're always running around with if they're a melee wielder. And instead, they could have an axe, or a pickaxe, or a spear, a shovel, all this other stuff. But nah, you gotta pay $3 for that. Which is funny, because I'm pretty sure he literally just put out a pack. Oh, that's right. A lot of DAC stuff is ported. I forgot about that. Yeah. That's the other thing, too. So if we were to go up here and look at that, this would be the only mod made by Degenerate DAC, because he technically isn't on the Xbox. That's really funny. So like this. Oh, and Pig uploaded this. Interesting. So yeah, that gets me thinking that they have a plan. Because DAC is, if DAC is uploading proper mods to the Creation Club, I'm just going to keep calling it that because I don't respect it enough. But if he's uploading proper mods to the Creation Club and Pig is now uploading his stuff, I wonder if that means that, oh man. Here we go, Marksman Pistol, that's one. So if we pull this up, yeah, Startacore, okay. So we pull up Startacore, right, because he's the guy that's been porting most of DAC's weapons for the longest time. And I'm a little terrified because I know some people were pretty nonplussed by Starfield and just kind of disregarded it entirely. And they kind of said, like, yeah, I will never deal with paid mods or paid modders. I'm wondering if there was some sort of falling out. That'd be kind of funny. But yeah, like, this guy's ported most of Dax mods, like, consistently. Or at least a good chunk of them. But yeah, I just don't... I don't see this being good. Obviously. Obviously, I don't see this being good for anybody. Yeah, because Upsturge and Startacore have been the porters for quite a few really good mods. As you can see, Attachment Pack, Unofficial Expansion, all sorts of good stuff these guys port. I'm wondering if ties had to have been cut in a couple of places in order to get a lot of this functioning. That's just me. That's my drama brain. That's my drama brain going active right there, thinking like, I wonder how many people had to have been cut off for. That's just me being nosy, frankly. But yeah, I really, I just kind of have like no desire to play this now, like genuinely. Because I've been pretty consistently just hopping on Fallout 4 just to mod, right? Just to see what are the new guns that are out. You know, what new things are out in the game. You know, I used to do that with Skyrim a lot too. I would just sit there and browse and see like what's new, what's new. Like it's not even worth doing that on Starfield because every time it's like what's new, it's what do I have to pay for now, and it's like ugh. I think that's kind of why I stopped playing Skyrim too, is because like creations just sap the life out of it. And Fallout 4 has been the last bastion of that for me, but not anymore. Now it's just gonna also enter the bucket of disdain, of defiled objects, which is quite sad. But yeah, I think I've rambled long enough. This is definitely gonna get chopped up for sure, and then reposted. With hopefully a much shorter runtime. But yeah, that's this this update sucks. The Anniversary Edition is a cash grab. Bethesda is currently burning all of its goodwill, and I hope people wake up. I hope people realize just how bad things have gotten, and that they're not going to get any better unless we do something about it. And by do something, I mean stop buying this shit. Stop paying for crap like this. Just leave them alone. Right? It's like the same way you deal with any sort of, rabble rousers, is just ignore them. Just ignore them and they'll go away. You know? And that's what we need to do to Bethesda. We need to just ignore them and they'll go away. Or they'll learn their lesson and come back and actually make something worth your time. Because as of right now, in the past, when did they make Fallout 4? 2015? In the past 10 years, Bethesda hasn't made anything worth a grain of salt. And it looks like they're going to continue to make worthless products for the foreseeable future. So, take of that what you will.